Hey everyone, welcome to week number 5 in EDCI 6710, the Masters in Curriculum Instruction at CSU Bakersfield. And this week we're going to be focusing on technology tools and improving collaboration and instruction. And kind of how we got here, weeks number 1 through 3, creating collaborative environments online for who and how. So the first week we talked about how exactly we were using technology and in our relationship to the online environments that we are inhabiting. Then we started looking at how students were working online and who they were working with and what exactly they were doing on their own free time. And then finally, we talked about community involvement online, whether that's getting the word out to parents or to schools about how we can use some of those pedagogies in our own formal instruction, or whether or not we had to have concerns about what our students were doing online. Now, weeks 4 through 5, last week's week 4, this week is week 5, we start talking about the tools that are available to us. And one of the big questions is, how can these tools improve collaboration and or the learning? How do these tools relate through the lens of TPAC, SAMR in relation to equity issues? And then, will these tools help students collaborate? Will they help students and educators collaborate? Will they help the community? Will they help all three? So there's distinct spheres that we can actually kind of tap into and try and improve, with the hope of improving the learning experience and the engagement for all of our students. Now, this week the task is going to be a little bit of a lull. We don't have any readings or discussions, but I do want you to review the tools on Flipgrid and on Google Sites. So by this point, everybody's informal reviews should already be online, and I really urge you to go through them, check out what's there, and see what tools there can actually apply to your classroom. So for example, Jesus showed me this really awesome whiteboard application that I tried out, and it is good, and that's something that I would definitely be using if I was in the formal classroom right now. The other tool that I really liked, and I think I am going to be using, is the one that Ashley shared, and it just the way that it put everything up on the desktop is far superior to navigating and clicking through websites. So really great job there, but make sure you go through and check what's there. Next, you want to review the signature assignment. You're going to have a couple of options that I'll expand on in a moment. And then finally, complete the survey. The survey is going to be kind of like a temperature check to kind of help me understand how you're going to want to proceed with the signature assignment, and then also to let me know how you've been doing with your virtual teaching or blended and online teaching. Now, regarding the signature assignment is not going to be like a 10 to 12 page APA paper. This is going to be something that's crafted and customized for your learning experience and for the betterment of your own instruction. The first option is going to be creating or updating an LMS. Most likely everybody already is using some type of LMS, whether it's Canvas, whether it's Google Classroom, and you're going to be looking at what exactly is it that you've been doing on your Google Classroom, on your Canvas, and then how you can improve it through looking through those different lenses. How can you improve getting the message out more to parents or to guardians, depending on the role that you're working in? How can you help facilitate more collaboration with students? How can you help your collaboration with your students? And then finally, how does this relate to the different equity issues that we've talked about in the class? Is there anything that you learned, while exploring Roblox or TikTok that you could potentially bring into your online environment? Now, I'm not saying, hey, you did TikTok, bring TikTok into Google Classroom. No. I'm saying, can kids make videos, say on Flipgrid, and then share their learning through videos? Can you integrate different skills that they're already using out on their own into your online learning? And then finally, option number 2, collaborating online. So consider this to be almost kind of a level up. So if you already say, I've got a rockstar LMS and I'm ready to try something out, well, let's try and break down those walls and see, can we collaborate with anybody else outside of our classroom? Now, I know there's definitely a lot of different concerns regarding what does collaboration mean. In this sense, collaboration is going to be 100% an activity where the majority of your kids are meaningfully involved. So it can't be you bringing in somebody to lecture the class for 30 minutes. It has to be something where most of the kids in the class are participating. Some very easy, low-key, easy ways that you can actually create powerful collaborative online environments would be using something like making a shared Google site with maybe a grade level PLC or with one of your colleagues at the school site. You can actually jump into the discussion board that's optional this week if you're looking for somebody to partner up with. Maybe you both work on creating a collaborative site or a collaborative project, something, where kids' faces aren't out there, but they're both contributing to something that is reaching outside the boundaries of their classroom. If you met with me this last week, we had a lot of examples that we talked about and shared. And if you have ideas that you're not sure would fly for this activity, it most likely will, but reach out with me and I'll make sure that we confirm that this would be something that is suitable for this assignment. Some of you are still meeting with me this next week, and I look forward to that, so that we can make sure that everybody's up and running when we hit week number 6. So great job this last week. Always a pleasure seeing everybody on Flipgrid. Definitely reach out if you have any questions.